Z Business Plus makes managing fuel easy. It's fee-free with choice benefits like 8 cents off every litre, every day, everywhere you need us. Sign up today for the 2022 CanStar Blue Best Small Business Fuel Card. Z is for New Zealand. T's and C's apply.
The team More Than a Game aiming to raise money to support I Am Hope, providing Kiwi kids with free counselling services. The group of 28 have been split into smaller teams, 4 teams of 7, and they're going to play continuously for 45 hours. They started at 1 o'clock yesterday, so they've just ticked over the 24-hour mark. Phil Chapman is one of the 28 hardy souls who are doing this. How are you feeling after 24 and a half hours?
Yeah, about halfway. Not too bad, surprisingly. I thought I'd be a bit more tightened than now, but obviously the massage therapists are doing their job.
So you're doing it in 4-hour stints. I know you started off with the first 4 hours, then a 4-hour break, then another 4 hours, etc., etc., etc. Going through the night, how difficult was that?
Well, I think our rotation kind of lucked out with the fact that we just kind of had a late night and an early morning as opposed to the one that's done the early morning. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Obviously, gameplay slows down a little bit during those hours as people are waking up, but by the time you get to the end of those sessions, it's just as play as normal.
Did you, in the lead into this, imagine what it might feel like, say, at this point, after about 24 hours? Did you think, okay, I'm probably going to feel this way? And does that match up with the way you are actually feeling?
I mean, we have done a 19-hour training session previous to this, so I kind of had a rough idea after 2 sessions, but after 3, I'm actually feeling a lot better than I thought I was going to. I thought I'd be a lot more tireder, and a bit more heavy on the feet, but seems to be that 4-hour block's worth a treat.
So you've got to get to 36 hours to break the record. I know you're aiming for 45. So if you look ahead, do you have any idea what the most challenging part of the second bit of this will be, if you get my drift?
I guess the most challenging part is mentally, the lack of sleep when you go into those later hours. Definitely the little things that you might not get so annoyed with your fellow teammates might suddenly start snapping at people, you know, physically. Little knots that normally you brush off might start to feel a lot more tender and a lot harder to recover from.
You talk about things that might annoy you. Of course, when you play a game of futsal or indoor football, normally you play the game and then you can go home. But you've got to sort of sleep alongside some of your teammates and those involved. Anybody keeping you up with their snoring, or are you doing that to anybody?
Well, I can honestly say if my wife had words to say, my snoring will keep anyone up. And good thing is I haven't had that much sleep since I started, so no one's having to listen to my snoring, and I haven't actually heard too much snoring in the bunk room, as one might say. But no, I think everyone seems to be a lot more chipper and unified.
Well, it sounds like it in the background. I can hear, obviously, the game is ongoing because you have to stay, you know, the game has to be continuous. You can't take any breaks. You can't just get out there and sort of not kick the ball around. It has to be, as I understand it, a continuous game of football for it to qualify for the world record. So are people still looking fit and eager out there at the moment and getting their second and third and fourth wins? They
are indeed. I'm guessing if you're looking at the live stream, you'd see it, but there was just a counter-attack at both ends, and they scored some pretty good goals. So it's still pretty fast-paced for halfway through.
Can you give us an update on the score?
Actually, I can. I think at last count, Black was up by 208 goals. 700 something to 400 something.
Right. Well, I guess in normal circumstances, that would feel like an insurmountable lead. But when you've still got about 20-odd hours to go, maybe there is time for White to catch up.
Yeah, White still have this theory that they might catch up in the end. But being on Black's team, I think I might have other words to say about that.
Morethanagame.co.nz is your website where people can go and they can watch the live stream off your Facebook page as well. They can donate. They can get links to your Trade Me auctions as well. Look, it's an incredible undertaking, Chappie, that you guys and girls have all put together. As another goal flies in the background there, by the sounds of things.
It is indeed.
Yeah, it's I mean, you must be very, very proud as you look around and look at what you've all created together.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one big happy family, and I think no matter what happens during this, if we get into each other, it's definitely going to be a group of people that are closer together for a good cause. And the money, yes, is great. Although our website, the live stream saying 50,000, there's no reason why we can't go well and above that. And you know, the sponsors we've had that jump on board, it's been great as well.
Well, all the best for what lies ahead, mate. You've still got plenty of football to play. As a member of the black team, I hope you can stay ahead just for the bragging rights. And at the end of it all, which I believe is around about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning or thereabouts, isn't it? I hope that you're all still standing and everything goes to plan.
Yeah, 10 o'clock tomorrow. The bragging rights might be me and my brother. He seems to be outscoring me at the moment. Yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
Terrific stuff, mate. Thanks for joining us for a chat.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you, Phil. Phil Chapman, part of More Than a Game, a 45-hour game of indoor football, which wraps up tomorrow morning at 10. Morethanagame.co.nz is where you can find out more, donate to this wonderful cause, I Am Hope, or check out their live stream. Facebook page is More Than a Game.